Maybe I was just talking quietly because it's so deathly quiet on the market. Absolute. So let's have a look at the S&P 500. Let's have a look at the market. A little bit of a pullback there yesterday. Like I was saying, nothing to worry about. It's pulled all the way back to the 9 on the daily. So right now it's up slightly. I can't see it having a big sell-off, but I don't think there's much of a catalyst for it to have a big rally either. So I think we'll probably see a small green day today on the markets. Just my opinion, not financial advice. Don't sue me. But it's just look, if it gets to the open and we've not taken a trade, which is likely to be, I think it's going to be either a zero trade day or a single trade day. I'll stick around till 10 o'clock, and if I'm still not trading anything by 10 o'clock, I'll be taking an early weekend. Like I said yesterday, well, I'm going house hunting tomorrow, so I've got a busy day ahead of me tomorrow. I don't want to be up too late. There's the algorithmic scrum. All the algo trades. Top gapper, in fact the only real gapper this morning is Zeo Energy. I think it was a SPAC merger completion yesterday. It was listed as an IPO, but obviously it's not an IPO. I think it was a SPAC merger. I had a finish yesterday, got 14k down, Mike. Trading like a noob. I think the problem that I've February and March to start off with, I think I'm still trading with a larger account in my head, but not in my account, and those larger. Trading too large for the account is the biggest problem I've got right now. But this last few days have been choppy as hell. A couple of good runners, but even those have not been easy. Yeah, taking too much size, Mike, absolutely. And it is a real thing. So you trade within your account size. You should not be, going too big unless it's an absolutely golden setup, and then it's like you lump it all in and make as much as possible. You should be scaling into those, leverage positions. What you shouldn't be doing is going all in from the first breakout. Get your breakout, get your cushion, and then you can start scaling in and scaling up. No. Atlas Clear Holdings. Just nothing there. Nothing. That's probably going to be one of those algo spikes, I think. It is. I'm looking at the level. Why is my time and sales look like that? AMD. Let me just fix my time and sales. I don't know what's going on with my time and sales. Every morning I have to fix it. This is AMD. Good question. Coming back the last few days. A very similar chart to Nvidia, but it didn't have the green candle. It didn't rally, whereas Nvidia did. So it's actually been more bearish than Nvidia. 2 red candles, green candle, 2 red candles on the daily. Oh, I'm looking at the daily chart with you guys. 2 red candles, green candle, 2 red candles over the last week. So that's very similar to Nvidia. If you look at Nvidia, 2 red candles, green candle, 2 red candles. So what do I think AMD is going to do today? Hard to say. Without a catalyst, not got great. It'll follow the market. The market moves up. It's not got the volatility. So the problem with these large cap stocks, if you're gonna do options on the Friday that expires on a Friday, whilst you can get some good prices, you need to do it when there's a bit of volatility in it. So you're going to get that range, you're going to get the movement. Without any range, you're kind of playing into the market maker's hands. It just lacks volatility, you know. Or would it? What would your strike price be? 180? Do I think it's going to reach 180 today before market closes? Well, let's have a look at. Let's go back. Look at it over 15 minutes. Look at the last couple of days. Let's look at it on the hourly. Better. Opened on yesterday. 93 drops. $10. Previous day it opened at 198. You got a strike price. Let's just say it stays flat till the open now. You'd need it to drop at least $7 just to get in the money. Whilst it did have quite a big red candle yesterday, I'm just not seeing that level of volatility on the previous days. So not even. Yeah, I'd be wary of that. But you do you, boo-boo. Yeah, but it's the range you got to look for. If you look at it on the daily, so here we go. Over the last 14, that's 3 weeks, we've got an average candles of $9 daily candles of 9.30, call it 9.40. You need it to drop right now. Let's assume it opens at, let's say, 187. You need to drop $7, and then you've got the cost of your of the contract to factor in that as well. So you probably need it to drop it, get another dollar out of that at least. So you probably need to look at it dropping $8. So it needs to be one of the larger candles. If you look at this, that's a larger candle. High of 193, low of 179. So you're looking at $14 there. That's a larger candle, but majority of them, you're not getting that $7. I mean, that's a $6 move. That's another, that's $7. You might do. You might. It's going to be very close. I think if it's in that range, if it sells, you might get there. If it broke down, then you definitely get there. But we've got resistance here at 184, which is yesterday's support where it bounced. So we've got resistance there at 184, 185. What was that? 184, 185, call it. This is where it bounced yesterday, 184. So I've been wary of that, but like I say, you do you, boo-boo. Not a lot else worth looking at right now. Now, if you took it for next week, if you took next Friday's expiry, I think you've got a better chance of actually making money on it. That's just my opinion. Not a financial advice, not a financial advisor, just a fat guy on the internet. I did. Just be careful of boredom trades, and it's okay when it works out, but your heart probably races more with a boredom trade than it does when you actually go in properly with a bigger size on a good trade. Biblioteca. I talk about Nvidia every day because it's my largest position. It's slightly green today. But it's more of a sideways chop from yesterday. It's been pulling back a little while from the highs of last week. 974 last Friday it went up to. Long may stay up there or around the $900 level. You bought at 892 with 5 times leverage. Ouch. That's a bit silly. Okay, so I don't understand so did you buy options? Did you buy call contracts or put contracts, or did you actually buy the shares themselves? Because the options expires it's two different instruments. You've got the equities, which is the stocks and shares, and then you've got options, which is promise contracts. It's two different instruments. Now, the options, they're a derivative of the stock price. So essentially, an options contract is typically you would make a promise. You buy a contract, which is a promise. Not so much a promise, an option to buy at a specific strike price regardless of what the market price is. So you don't have to. You're just buying a contract that gives you that option to. That's why it's called an options contract. So, for example, with Nvidia, you can buy effectively at a discount. You can buy, let's say, what did you buy? $8.92. So you could have had a strike price of $900. If it goes up to $9.10, you can still buy about 100 shares per contract of Nvidia at $900, and you immediately sell it for $9.10. If it goes up to $9.50, you can still buy those shares at $900 regardless. Alternative, providing it doesn't expire. If you hold on to it too long, the contract, you've got a certain length of time to sell that contract or to realize that contract, i.e. execute it against that share price at which the contract is based on before it expires. If it expires, it expires worthless. So that's the thing with options. You can make a lot more money with options because you buy it effectively to discount. And if you get into the money, you make the same level of gains as you would buying the shares. So once it hits that strike price, the contract that as it moves up, you're making the same amount of money as you would with shares. So if it hits $900 and that's your strike price, it goes up to $950, you make $50 per share, and a contract is typically worth 100 shares. But you paid substantially less for it. That's why you're getting really good leverage. You're getting really good ability to make money on options. Options are a great way to swing trade, I would say, particularly with the larger cap stocks if you've got a smaller account. GCT popped, did it? Didn't hit my scanners. No, it didn't. Volume's just not there. GigaCloud Technology went up. It's not even got over 10%. So that's not, yeah. It's made a little bit of a move, but I'm not liking it. Break of $3 MDAI. We'll see. Not great volume at all. It is one of the only movers though. That's another thing that I've been doing is I've been taking low volume positions. If you've not smashed that thumbs up button, come on, do it now. Less than a third of you have. Three is a key level. The whole dollar level, but it's also, if you look at this on the daily, it's also got 3. It's also got previous resistance at 3 on the daily. Here, slightly above there. That's here. So yeah, if you just take the bodies, it's even more. So 3 is a key level on MDAI. Spectral AI is the company. MDAI is the ticker. I hope so, Adam. JTAI, as you know, I don't touch those sub $2 stocks. It's currently 120. It's 80% up on the day, but it's currently at 120. It's pulling back a bit over the last 15 minutes. Good morning, Earth and Honey. literally doing a small account challenge from here on in. And you know what? I'm not even going to top up this account again at all. I was going to top up at the end of the month. I'm just going to see how far I can grow this account from here on in. It's what, 4,700 is where we start today. 47.44. No, 47.45. Call it. What's 5 cents between friends? That's our starting position today. The way that the pre-market's set up so far, unless we get some news drops like at the bottom of the hour maybe, the way that the market's set up, it looks, I'm just sitting on my hands right now. MDAI on the 2 minute, you've got devil horns, so be careful. Devil horns topping at 3. On the 2 minute time frame here, the rabbit ears, devil horns, whatever you want to call them, and 3 being a key level, have to break $3. Like literal penny stocks, it's one that's making big moves. For all you degenerates out there, currently up 160%. Managed to get to 10 cents. Well, not quite. High of day is 9.5 cents, or 9 cents and 9.56 cents. Exactly, it's a double top, Stanford. But see the difference. You've got a couple of different types of double tops. You've got the M pattern, and then you've got like the devil horns, which is just there's a couple of candles in between, which I suppose it's ambient M pattern, but it's usually it's 2 candles next to each other with spikes up, or it's with up wicks, or it's 2 candles with up wicks and a candle in between providing a head, which it ends up looking like horns or rabbit ears or whatever you want to call it. So you say triple top, but I was saying on the 2 minute. So devil horns and then the pullback. So I don't trust it. Don't trust anything at the moment. Morning, Thomas. Need better market conditions for my style of trading. I think we're just lacking that continuation. We get some nice pops, and then it doesn't go. So, for example, Wednesday was great because we had one move and it had that continuation. It was great just to get in, put your trailing stop in place, and away you go. And that was great. But we've just not had that continuation. Oh, stop, John! It's like I'm being distracted. It's like shiny object syndrome. There's so much going on that I don't know which stock to choose to trade there, John. Hey, Rampoop. Morning to you, buddy. Did you negative, slightly negative? Don't like that. We've got the S&P 500. If you're watching a SPY, it's just sideways chop at the moment. Same pretty much as the NASDAQ, but the NASDAQ is the wrong side of the of yesterday's closing price, but very similar situation. The NASDAQ's down 0.1%. The S&P 500's up 0.5%. I don't know, 0.05%, so 500ths. We've got the Dow Jones is down 0.25%. The Russell Index static, just absolutely bang on the same price as it closed at. So market's just kind of sideways at the moment. A lot of the S&P 500 stocks, the coffee table names, Amazon, very similar situation, sideways. Nvidia's down quite a bit. Say down quite a bit. It's been volatile enough that you know, 0.25%. You can make that up in a couple of minutes. So let's see. What do you think the day holds for us today, guys? What do you think the day holds? Is it going to be a bullish, nice, profitable day, or are we going to see more selling? Bearish day, you think, Adam? It might very well be. I don't think the market's made its mind up yet. Very sideways. That's one thing I miss, Stanford, about Ireland. The good Guinness. Not yet found a decent supply. I have to import it for I have to import the cans with widgets, and that's not great Guinness, but it's tolerable. See, that doesn't make any sense, Adam. All the forex are all up. So how does that work? Because forex to work, one has to be down versus the other going up, because you get pairs. And the whole thing, I don't like talking about forex, it's a mugs game. But let's just say you trade the USD versus the Canadian, the CAD. If USD is up, then CAD's got to be down. See what I mean? In order to make a profit on that. So there's always a winner and always a loser in forex. So 50% of the forex are up and 50% are down. It depends which one you're basing it on. If you're taking a base of the US dollar might be up, and all of the others might be down. So it just might the US dollar might be strong against all other currencies. Vice versa. It might be there might be some news catalyst, political event where the US dollar loses ground on all the major other currencies, and that way they're all up versus the US dollar because the US dollar becomes weak. But ultimately, all of the currencies aren't going to be up at the same time. It's just there's always going to be one up and one down, and you know. So basically what you're saying is the US dollar value is actually down because all the other currencies against the US dollar are up. That makes sense. So it's just one currency that's losing valuation. But don't worry about it. The US dollar is going to lose a lot more value once the BRICS expands, and it will. Oh, like I said, Adam, trading forex is a mug's game. To make any decent money on it, you need a 7-figure account. Trade with someone else's money. And you've got to love those 50-cent spreads, don't 60-cent spreads or whatever it is. GCT, Giga Cloud Technology. When your spreads are wider than your actual 1 minute ATR, you know there's something wrong. Yeah, double top with JTAI as well. Up there at kind of 140, under 140. Like I say, not really my bag. Anything below $2 don't touch. Just thought this up there, people are interested. You can have a look, make up your own mind. Where do I have the 1 minute ATR, Mike? I've got my 1 minute ATR. I'm tracking it here. So this histogram, this line chart here is my ATR on the 1 minute chart. I've got it on the 5 minute chart as well. So I've got it tracking on my volume. You can put it anywhere. So if you want to do it here, you go into study config, and you pull up your study config. You choose ATR. You select it in there. By default, I've got 14, and then you commit that, and look, I've got my ATR there, and it shows up there. I'm not too bothered about this messy line here. I don't want to see that line, so you can turn that off, and just have the numbers. So that's why I've got it down on the volume, because when you put the ATR on the chart, it looks messy. Okay. So that's why I don't put it on the actual chart, I put it on the volume instead. What does ATR stand for, Victor? It's a good question. It's average true range. So basically what it does is you can set it on however many candles you like. I set it over the last 14 candles. And what it does, it takes the high and low of each candle, that's your full range, and it tells you how much volatility. So essentially the ATR is the average true range. It's a measure of volatility. How volatile is the price action? So it's per candle. So it doesn't matter what time frame it is. If it's a 5 minute chart, you're getting it per 5 minute candle. If it's a 1 minute chart, as I was saying, it's a 1 minute candle. So I use that as a good measure of volatility. If you're getting, and it helps with your stop losses. So you know full well you've got to give it a bit of risk for a pullback. You're never going to get, well, say you never. You don't often get a straight move up unless it's a particularly volatile stock and it's going parabolic. You always get pullbacks and moves up. So I use the ATR as a measure to help me where to put my stop loss as well. So if it pulls back further than the actual average true range on the 1 minute, it's actually going further than what it has done on previous candles. So you're then getting a bit of a risk more than what you should do. So a good rule of thumb that I've found is if you take your 1 minute ATR from a day trading perspective, your 1 minute ATR, add your spread. So between the difference with spread is the difference between the bid and the ask. Add that to your ATR, and that's what you should be risking. You put your stop below that. So if for example the ATR on JTAI, for example, is 3 cents, the spread is 1 cent. So I would have a stop of 4 cents on this. If I took a position at 120, I would then look at 116 as my stop. And I would be looking for 2 to 1, 120. I'll be looking for 8 cents. I like round numbers, so I probably look for 130. I'll look for 10 cents, but I'll be having 4 cents as my stop. So that's why what ATR is, average true range. It's a measure of volatility is all it is. NDAI Entry. No thanks. Like I say, it's you got your double top up here, triple top as it happens, but double top on the 2 minute. You got devil horns on the 2 minute chart here, which signaled it didn't quite get there on this third one, so it's your devil horns, and it came back. $3 is a key level for this one. If you look at it on the daily, $3 here, resistance, cross multiple resistance. You keep going, and $3 is a key level support, resistance. You know, so $3 is, and it's a whole dollar. So quarter, half, and whole dollars are always big psychological levels in day trading as well. Particularly down at the kind of the single dollar level. So you know, between under $10. So quarter, half, and whole dollars are very significant psychological levels. MDAI, not even looking at an entry. The volume's inconsistent. The range is only 6 cents. So the two key ingredients of a good day trade, volume and volatility, it's not a good setup. When you look at the actual price action as well, yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one right now. I'm not seeing anything, which is why I'm on the 3 watch list charts. I've got the markets because there's nothing out there right now that looks worthwhile taking. Analytics. I didn't see that hit the momentum scanners, but it's up there now. 44. What's going on there? CDLX. Not good volume on any of these this morning. Yeah, there's been another pop and drop. Airship AI. You're a degenerate, John. My kind of guy. I'm not advocating degenerate trading at all. I'm just saying I sometimes do it myself, as you of all regulars to this channel will bear witness. And it can be, it's high risk, but it can be high reward. I don't recommend doing it with a small account if that's your only account, but degenerate trading can be fun sometimes. Just don't do it. I don't recommend you do it unless you're a degenerate. West popped up as well. These lines where we traded it previously. Good man, Alistair. Glad to hear it. I need to be disciplined today. Like I say, we're starting with 47, call it 47.50. Just under 47.50. is the starting balance of the account today. Absolutely, John. Do as I say, not as I do. Like, I can teach you how to trade, but that doesn't mean that's how I do it. I don't teach people the way in fact, I don't recommend people trade the way I do. I'm overly aggressive. You need to be disciplined. Now, to start off with, I was disciplined. It's only when I started making consistent gains that I started to increase my size, increase my account. So getting aggressive is okay if you've got the accounting behind to support it. If you're trading with next month's mortgage payment, then you need to be, which I don't recommend, by the way, you need to be absolutely on point with your trade selection. What an absolute bosh of a pre-market morning. Tell you what, guys, whilst we're waiting for the market to actually wake up and do something, and somebody poke it with a stick, whilst you're waiting for someone to give the market a poke, smash that thumbs up button. You know you want to. Yeah, I was watching the breaking new highs, but Verb Technology, I think I need a haircut. I need a parabolic stock of 60k drawdown. Yes, it will. You can't smash it twice there, mate. Yeah, it's fine. If you've hit this, if you've already got hit the like button, if you already hit the thumbs up button, don't do it again because it'll remove it. You can do it twice, that's fine, but because then it's a net zero. But it's just if you've not hit the thumbs up button yet, get on it. Absolutely, cast, which is why I'm kind of a little bit, you know, this is how deprived we are of decent action at the moment. I'm looking at a 26-cent stock making a move. I've got a 26-cent stock on the screen making a move. I'm no intention of trading it, but it's moving up like 26, almost what's 90% up on the day. But the fact that I'm watching a 27 cent stock, it just goes to show how desperate I come for some action today. Yeah. Solid on tech. Solid on technology. Again, this is not something I'm interested in trading either. But I'd rather look at this than something at 27 cents. NDIA consolidating, you say they're Adam. It's just choppy. Might go up for another test of $3 and then come all the way back down again. So I wouldn't touch this under $3. Not unless you're confident of trading between the range. So at the moment, let's say it's got like 25-cent range between $2.75 and $3. That you can buy the dips and sell the peaks. You know, buy the troughs and sell the peaks, and that's okay. Some people do that. Personally, I think that's a bit more risky, because you never know where the dip's actually going to end, or if it's actually going to go back up. I prefer something that's got momentum as opposed to trying to engage those reversals. No, the volume's not great. I mean, it's not atrocious, but it's inconsistent. I mean, when you're getting like 12k volume, less than 10k on the minute chart volume, I'd stay away from it. We're getting spikes, but yeah, I don't. It's far from an A+ setup. Far from it. I'm laughing at you all day, but I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at what you're saying there, because that's just so typical. I think every trader I know has gone through that phase where they have a consistent level of profitability, maybe 2-3 weeks, maybe even a month, where it's all green, and I think this is easy. If I could have been doing this all along, I've got it figured out. This is how then all of a sudden the market does something completely irrational, completely against your strategy, and it humbles you. And there is no way you can figure the market out 100%. What you want to be doing is put the odds in your favor, and trade like you are. If you're a casino, you want to be the casino. You want to be the house, not the punter. So that's what you want to be doing. You want the odds in your favor, which is why you're looking for patterns, breakout patterns that have a higher percentage chance of breaking out. You're looking for higher percentage chances of actually making money, and that's what you're looking for: high volume or high relative volume, and volatility to take advantage of. It gives the range to take advantage of. So days like today, no trade's probably the best option until something comes along. I thought we might get a bit of a news drop at the bottom of the hour. Nothing really did. So until something comes along, a bit of a news drop, we might get something at the top of the hour. I don't know, but there's no real momentum. There's no real volume in the market today at all. So until there is, probably best just to sit on your hands and wait. Yeah, Adam. I don't think it's going to move the market too much. Such a dull affair, this pre-market. We've got 40 minutes to the open. Hopefully, something will stare. Someone just give the market a bit of a prod. Has anybody got a mucky stick that can prod the market with? Up or down will do. A bit of volatility into the market. Make some of these stocks move. Oh, great. Atalanta. Oh, West Ham have got Bayer Leverkusen. We're just looking at the draw there for Europa League. Oof. Man City have got Real Madrid in the Champions League quarters. Just looking at that. Arsenal versus Bayern Munich. That's going to be an interesting one. Oh, well. Yeah. If you're watching the football, if you're from Europe and you're watching the football, the Europa League's where it's at this year. It's got the most drama attached to it, simply because with Klopp leaving Liverpool and the odds-on favourite, the market makers' favourite to take over from is Javi Alonso by a Leverkusen. They're both in the Europa League, and the draw's just come out, and it's set up so that if they both reach the final, they will meet each other in the final. They can't meet each other in the next round of the semis. So. Absolutely, Alistair. That was just a warm-up for when we play United at the weekend in the FA Cup. Every United fanboy probably watched that last night and needed to change their underwear because that's coming their way. Well, you already beat them in the cup earlier in the other cup earlier this year, Alistair. So you need another performance like you did that time. It's your last chance of silverware, so get it on. Benfica or Marseille? Probably Benfica in the semis. Well, Liverpool are probably odds on to win that competition. But the way Leverkusen have been tearing up the Bundesliga, with the dark horses. I've got used to it now, Dante. Nothing lasts forever, and if they get Alonso, I think we can continue where Klopp left off. So good news, Michael Edwards coming back. So I think he's a great signing. You look at some of the work he did. Oh, and I don't think it's the last we'll hear of Klopp either. I think the next time you hear about Klopp, he's probably going to get the Germany job. What do you call a Spanish football player with no legs? Gracias. Cheated. There you go. It is. It got up. It went up as far as what, 205 yesterday for rejection. Last week, oh, was it Monday? Yeah, Monday it went up to 308. Oh, solid on tech. What a very crap morning this is. We're coming up to the top of the hour. Like I say, top and bottom of the hour is usually when PR houses issue their press releases. So let's see if anything gets dropped at the top of the hour. Alibaba's AliExpress under EU investigation. Consumer safety and illegal content in the spotlight. Well, there's a surprise. JTAI, like I say, I don't touch these lower price stocks. Do I think this is a good entry? What to buy? Below the VWAP? On its way down? Nah. So what you're looking for a day trade, Rich, and I say this every single day, it gets a bit repetitive, so I apologize, but you're looking for two things. Two things are essential. There's a whole bunch of other things that you look for to kind of get the A+ setup, but the two things are essential is volume and volatility. Volume, it needs to have high relative volume, so there needs to be more people trading it than normally would do on any given day, on an average given day. And whilst you've got, reasonable relative volume with Jet AI today, the other one is volatility. There's no volatility. It's 2 cents. The 1 minute ATR is 2 cents. So for me, it's just not. It's not volatile enough. It's below the VWAP. The 9's below the 20. They're both below the VWAP. The VWAP's pretty horizontal. So there's too many red flags to say this is a good entry to go long on it. I'm not saying it's not going to go up and break $17. Mind it. highly unlikely, but if you're looking for a good setup, this isn't one of them. I think yeah, you gotta be careful. I mean, so we're getting a lot of that. I love a lot of that up and drop. Just my opinion there, Rich. Like I say, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Just the meanderings of a fat guy on the internet. Yeah, that doesn't look too healthy either. Yeah, there's just nothing really giving me opportunity vibes right now. It's particularly with a lot of these lower price stocks, shorting these lower price stocks just isn't worth it, because they can really motor to the upside and make big moves to the upside. But when it's $2, how far is it going to go to the downside? $2, really, maximum. If it goes to zero, it goes down $2. Whereas if it's $2 stock, it can go up to $50, as we've seen in the last while. Shorting these low price stocks, I just find it's, for me, probably not the best strategy. Shorting mid caps and certainly high cap stocks when they've had bad news, definitely. But again, you don't tend to get them onto the hard to borrow list either. So and they have to be really selling off hard to hit SSR as well. Whereas these low cap stocks, one bit of bad news and they're on the SSR and they're usually hard to borrow. So shorting's not usually a good option. So that's one of the reasons I tend to be long biased, trading these low cap stocks. Alistair, how many perforations are in that tea bag? Let me know. I'm thinking about just got a new big bag of rice. Oh, this is in the Philippines, it's rice with everything. So we just got a new big bag of rice. I think I might go and count the grains. A 5 kilo bag of rice there. I think it'd be much more interesting than waiting for something to move. I think I've got some ice cubes in the fridge. I might just put one on a plate and watch it melt. That's how interesting this morning's market is. I should get a big jar, put jelly babies in it, and whoever guesses the right number wins the jar of jelly babies or something, you know. Who know you're a degenerate. You're an absolute degenerate. couldn't even take. Couldn't even take 100 shares. Well, maybe. Hi, sweetie. Yes, I am. It's okay. It's the most interesting thing I've seen all day because the markets. What on earth is going on there?
Right, I'm leaving.
There you go. TikTok back up again. That's a bit crappy, that, Alistair. It really is. Quiet pre-market. It's borderline somber. No, absolutely Stanford, which is why it was golden last year. This time last year, when when Silicon Valley Bank collapsed and we got the whole financial contagion, it was wonderful because you had stocks that were the bank stocks in particular, financial stocks that were like $200, $300, and they were all, gapping down like 20%, 30%. So you just shorting the hell out of them and making a fortune last year. It was great. Absolutely wonderful. They do if you're on the creator program, but it's like literally pennies. You have to have a million followers or more. You have to have a million followers or more to actually make TikTok pay. People think that if you've got a good following on TikTok, then you can make a lot of money. You have to be going viral on a regular basis to make money on TikTok, which is like millions of views. It doesn't pay very well at all. I only really go on TikTok because it's where I started on TikTok. It was the big platform to at the time. Yeah. You shouldn't have said anything, Puno. GCT's pulled back that dollar a share that you were up. It's pulled back that dollar a share, so you should have kept your mouth shut. Guys, do me a favor. We've got nothing happening right now. It's a terrible pre-market. There's not a lot happening. We've got a little over 20 minutes before the market opens, so hopefully we'll get a bit of volatility comes in. We'll have something drop maybe in the next 20 minutes, and then we can actually trade something. Because right now there's no real setups. But in the meantime, if you haven't pressed the thumbs up button, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, go and do it now. I need 10 more to get to the milestone 50 likes for the stream for the day. So I'd like to get that before the bell rings in 20 minutes. So take your time. If you've not hit the thumbs up button yet, take your time, but make sure you do it before 9:30. Yeah, you heard a verb. Absolutely get him. I was saying that exact same thing earlier on, half an hour ago or an hour ago, is that I've been trading large account mentality in a small account. It just doesn't work, you know. So I've been going with like 5,000 shares, and then it pulls back 20 cents. And normally I will be buying the dip to move, and it's kind of wiping me out. So need to adjust my mentality and adjust my share sizing with the account. And it's because I've been trading a larger account for so long now. It's a habit I've got into, just using my hotkeys and going for the larger size. So yeah, too aggressive for a small account. Totally agree with you. It's up at kind of 39 cents now, 40 cents last time I looked, Verb. Not something I'm interested in. Yeah, 40 cents. Fill your boots, 190% up on the day. Fill your boots. If you like these literal penny stocks, go for it. It's a risky play. I don't like them for that reason. What do you hope to get out of it? The share size you have to take, because the range, you're looking at smaller range, larger share size. It's just a bigger risk for me. Yeah, well, let's have a look. Yeah, right back up before the bell so they can have a nice red candle on the day and sell off. Sounds about right, Mike. That's the ideal. Get him. Small account size, large account wins. Well, I had that on Wednesday. I mean, I had a 14k day on Wednesday. Off a 7k account. What we've got to recognize is that if you can take 10, 20 cents out of the market every single day in your favor, then you can actually earn quite a lot of money. You can earn a good income if you can just get between 10 and 20 cents out of the market every single day. That means that if you lose 10 cents, that you've made 20. If you lose 30 cents, you've made 40. And you can actually make good money on that. 5,000 shares at 10 cents is 500 bucks. 500 bucks every single day is 2.5 grand a week. It's 10 grand a month. That's puts you in, you know, over 100k a year. What do I say about germs? Wash your hands, Yehuda. That's what I say about germs. Not a problem if you wash your hands. Shut up, Alistair. Bet you've not even hit the thumbs up button yet, have you, Alistair? The S&P 500, it's gone red on the day, but it's like, I had a sell-off yesterday. It's not a big pullback. Just look, zoom out. We're at the 9 EMA right now. If you look at, this is the daily, so we're way above this bull market channel that I've got. So we're over it. We're not just overextended, we're hyperextended up here. It's normal that it should pull back a little bit and before going again. It's very, very bullish right now. We'll go back to the bottom of, so this is the bottom of the last bear market we had. So the end of 2022, So it's what, a year and a half ago. We finished the bear market and it's just been upwards, and this rally since October last year has just been phenomenal. It's not sustainable. Just remember that it's not sustainable. We've got to have a bit of a correction before a continuation. It's not sustainable that it keeps moving up at this level. It's very extended right now, so the market needs to pull back at some stage. It needs to pull back, just for sanity's sake, if nothing else. Oh, we've got 15 minutes before the market opens. Let's can't believe that my watch list consists of the markets right now. Top gapper this morning, CDLX, Cardalytics, and it's top gap on, I mean, it's up at 52% on very low volume. It's not even average volume, so it's relatively low volume, not even average volume. So that's the top gap at the moment. Whilst we've got relatively high volume on Zeo, the big move was first thing where all the volume was. This is where all the volume was first thing, and then no, it's died off, and now we're at low volume again. So two things, I keep saying it, volume and volatility are essential, and whilst the volatility is there, the volume just isn't. Spectral AI, I think we've had that push now. It's looking weak, getting these swing highs, lower swing highs, higher swing lows. So this is, we're getting a flag pattern here, kind of a narrowing pennant. Let's see which way that moves. Well, just hit the link tree. You've got a merch store there if you want, you know, that guy on the internet merch. Day trade with Tony, mugs and coasters and mouse mats and dog bowls and bikinis. Yeah, I might. I need to get some more wine. I've not been stocking up. I need to get a case in. I've not been stocking up. I've been buying a couple of bottles at a time instead of a couple of cases at a time, which is not the way to do it. I'm ready for some nice glass of wine. I think the way things are going at the moment, it's going to be an early bath, I think. If I don't find anything to trade before 10 o'clock, I'm hitting the weekend early. Is anybody watching anything? Does anybody have any insider knowledge that you'd like to share with the community that something is going to go absolutely parabolic at the open? Come on, guys. Share the spill the tea. Ah, yeah. You sent me your email address, didn't you, Alistair? I forgot to do that. Thanks for reminding me. Well, you don't have to use that one. There's other slogans they're getting. Not a financial advisor, not a financial advice, all that kind of stuff. Don't drink and trade. ATAI. Oh, $1.14 now. Yeah. And no, Garen Corporation gapped up, but you got a 2 cent 1 minute ATR. But there's no range on it. Volume's reasonable. There's no range on it. It's up 73% today. I don't know why it's not on my scanners. I'm trying to work out why that's not on my scanners. Like 7 million over $2. Yeah, it should be on my scanners, but it's not. I only drink on days that have a tea in them. So like Tuesdays and Thursdays. Today and tomorrow. Saturday, Sunday. Other day. This day. That day. The other day. Yeah. Yesterday. Come on, market, wake up. No, this is just a standard standard. I don't know what brand it is off the top of my head. It's a normal shirt. It's not a sports shirt at all. Cardlytics needs more volume though. Float, 540 million float, 8% short. Garen shares are trading lower apparently, according to Benzinga. Company announced that the FDA Oncology Drugs Advisory Committee voted in favour of the clinical benefit risk profile for the treatment of transfusion-dependent anemia in adult patients with low to intermediate 1 risk myelodysplastic syndromes. It's gapped up and it's just not done anything with it. There's no range on it, no volatility on it. I don't know why it says trading lower. I think they misprinted. It should have said trading higher. Return of crotch cam. No, you don't. trying to get me banned from the tuber here. It's a family-friendly show there, Alistair. No. Just no volume, Adam. Not halted. There's nobody trading it. I know it's 23 million shares traded, but at the moment there's just no volume. Oh, the whole markets have gone red. Morning, Trader 83. You know what? Today is... Well, I suppose there's that to it as well, Alistair. No trade day is not a losing day. And I needed to put, you know, had 2 losing days to this week. Two winning days, actually, so it's an even Steven day. So maybe it's apt that I have a no trade day. It's kind of a scratch day, a break-even day. You're not trapped in ZO83. You're just too stubborn to cut your losses. There's no such thing as being trapped in a stock. Put your loss. Put your equity somewhere else. No trade days are an exercise in discipline. Absolutely. Well, I'm going to change the scanners over. We've got a minute. I've got a minute. May as well switch the scanners over to the regular session. There's nothing moving. Exactly, get him. Captain Zio, just hit the sell button. Gets you out of that trap. There's no volume on it. Spreads are 10 cents, so it's very weak looking. The VWAP's up there at $11, so you should not be trapped in this. You should be cutting your losses and getting out of it, because this is no, not financial advice. All right, good luck, guys. Let's see what the market has to offer for us. Yeah, the market's just pulling back again. Might bounce with a bit of volume. Looks like we're getting a bit of green on all of the markets. So the S&P 500 initial Russell index about to go green on the day, just has done. Can it hold? So we'll see. I can't believe I'm talking about the market indices instead of a particular stock at the market open. That's how poor today's action is. Right, give me some idea of something. That's yesterday's numbers. Over $3, but yeah, it's about that, dude. The stream is about between 20 and 40 seconds is the latency on the stream, which is another reason why I say don't follow me blindly, because there is latency on the stream. I think the TikTok stream, I think the Twitch stream and the TikTok stream are less latency, but there's latency on the stream for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of red. Well, this last 2 months, since the beginning of February, I think anybody that was following me will be red. Very like a monkey. I had a good January. I wouldn't mind. I had a good January. It's the reason I'm still profitable on the year. Still got a decent profit in the bank on the year because of January, but not a great February at all. I'm currently down on March. I'm not seeing anything. Anybody seeing anything? So first 5-minute candle is about to close, and not even seen anything worth trading. What platform am I using, Paul? It's Dash Trader Pro. DAS. It's a direct access software, so it's you use it in conjunction with whoever your chosen broker is. My broker is Capital Markets Elite Group. You could use it with TD Ameritrade. You can use it with Interactive Brokers or Speed Trader, etc., etc. It's a specific platform. It's really ideally suited to day trading. Put my stop there at the pre-market high. Hey dude, enjoy your weekend, buddy. Not seeing anything moving. So, WW International, 15% up. Yeah, not exciting me either. Loss, no volume. Yeah. No worries, Paul. $40 range on this. Spreads are quite 20 cents on it as well. 20-cent spreads, 10 to 20 cents, and a 40-cent ATR. So there you go. There's my stop. Okay. Don't worry about it. Well, there you go, Pernod. The market can be irrational longer than you and I can stay solvent. Get off. Please. Oh. Yeah, I'm just not seeing anything. There's your triple top. There's the break. It was a little bit slow, very slow in fact. Looking for continuation. Get over 14 maybe. 1435 is the alt level, so not too worried of that. Rolling 30 cents, stop in place and see where that gets me, if anywhere, because I don't have to concentrate. In the spreads, don't like that. You've got to work that out for yourself, Adam. I don't give stop picks or signals. Still think this is gonna break. $14. That's all. It's not too much to ask. I'm not sure it is, Mark. New high of day on this one might be interesting. Interesting move. The new high of day. All the way, come on, $14. That's what we're looking for. Eh, 7 cents. It's too choppy. Had a larger account, I'd be able to play that no problem. Buy the dip. Move back up. Nice one, Jeff. Glad to hear it. Yeah, Mike, it's not a great day. I'm risking $100 on this now. I gotta see if it bounced on the whole dollar, which is what I was looking at. Buy the break of the VWAP and set the whole dollar as my stop, and see where it goes. If I can get 13.50 maybe. 30 cents on this. Good result. I'll get stopped out for $100. Yeah. I don't know what you mean. Which one, please? Which one? What? Where? Why? When? Yeah. All right. Yeah. There's nothing. Nothing sustaining. Nothing with good momentum. Gurn is making a move for the hills. Can it get over the height? Double topped here. Can it make another move? Break 315. Just to hold the VWAP. Let's say 330 is probably the minimum you'd want to be looking at for this. 315. It looks like we're going to make a new high here. No, or not. A lot of sellers there at 315. A lot of sellers. Big sellers. Yeah, Alistair, I'm glad I'm trading a lot smaller, because if I got in with big size there. Well, Ryan, shut it down and have a good weekend, buddy. Today's not just not the day to be Taking punts. Hang Holdings. Happy volume. Too bad. Surprise. Might be a day for short. It might be a day just completely change the strategy and do some shorting, I think. $0.10 spreads. I mean, the way that it's looking, 9 EMA bounce could be worth a look. That's what I'm saying. The 9 EMA bounce could be worth a look. But the range, 10-cent spreads, 30-cent range, bouncing on the 9. It's, yeah, I'm just Nvidia getting close to green on the day. Yeah. Yeah, it's just not got the volatility that I like to see, the momentum that I like to see. It's a bit choppy on the way up. So if I'm looking for an A+ setup to get me out of this little hole here, this ain't it. Anybody see anything moving at all with any kind of momentum? Over $2. JTAI seems to be moving up. It's $1.25 now. Anything over $2. It went up to $1.40. It looks like that's peaked out. I don't like the 5-minute upwick at all. Kodak. Yeah, that popped up and then disappeared. Yeah, I made 500 bucks on a clean stock on Wednesday. I'll wait. I'll wait for something better. I think today, patience and discipline are going to be key. Based on that pre-market session, the lack of volume and opportunity, it just probably best to be patient into the main session as well. Well, guys, I hope you're all either profitable or being patient enough to wait. Yeah, did we get the VWAP bounce here? That's the question. Break the VWAP, come back and test it for support, next candle to make a high. No. Yeah, I'm the same, Alistair. Ed Friday, 600 bucks. Don't really want to finish there. So zero trade day is probably the best option, actually, Vegas. Absolutely done, because over in the longer term, not this, actually this year it is, but not over the last 2 months, not since the start of February, my losers are actually more than my winners. I'm actually a losing trader since February. But I'm still profitable for the year. So again, zoom out. No leverage on this one either. Yeah, Cal, the last time I did that, it didn't just cost me 2K. I think it was, what, 17K or something? I'm just not seeing any good setups at all. Yeah, but the problem with that, Carl, is if I go into the sim just for fun and then make a fortune, I'll be kicking myself. It's like I'll go into the sim and I'll say, okay, well, I'm gonna trade this one here and then I'll make 4K on it, and I'll be like, if I'd not been in this, if I'd gone in with my live account, I'd be 4K up, and it always happens. So I stay away from the sim unless I'm actually trying something new. Geron Corporation. It's just not enough range on it for me in terms of volatility. Don't be fooled by the big move up. It's the scale on the side of it. It's moved up 25 cents since the open in half an hour. Not volatile enough for me. It's moving up nicely, but it's not volatile enough. But if you like it, fill your boots by all means. Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what I'm saying there, Alistair. Ah, PDLX has not got over the VWAP yet. Testing the VWAP, but it's not got over there. Go below. Just sideways chop. I'm looking at all the charts I've got open here, and it's just all sideways chop. It's just everything's a lot of crap in terms of the moves. I'm looking at the scanners, and it's just no volume on anything that's moving at the top of the momentum chart. Sound like a right whinging git. The truth of the matter is that there's no setup, so just don't take a trade. Let's see if it breaks over that resistance level. Hard to borrow. Mike. PH. You know what, guys? I said if I've not traded anything by 10 a.m., I'm going to knock it on the head. And you know what? I'll stick around for another 10 minutes, and if nothing happens, it's just looking like one of those days where the longer you stay looking at the market, the more likelihood is you're going to take a boredom trade and lose money. It's breaking new lows on the 5-minute. It's the second 5-minute candle to break new lows in a row, so that's not bullish. I need to get over that descending resistance there. Breakout Friday, absolutely, Alistair. I think I need a beer. Who's buying? Let's all have a beer. Yeah, I'm happy enough that I'm just losing $600. Crack open a couple of bottles of that Spanish red you're always talking about, Alistair. Pass it around. Yeah, nothing at all is exciting me right now. have a look at CX app. Max volume. All right, let's increase the volume requirement now. Absolutely, Peter. It is one of those that the longer you stare at the screen waiting, you have to be really disciplined not to enter just for boredom. In fact, it's probably better not to look at the charts. Just keep looking at the scanners instead. If you're looking at the charts, you're going to look for an entry. And well, that's me anyway. If you're looking at the charts, you end up looking for an entry. So if there is none, take your eyes off the charts, look at the scanners, and wait for something to pop up that's looking interesting on the scanners. Then look at the chart. I mean, which is why I had a look at Beamer, because it popped up. It's over $9. No bloody leverage. Is Funware making a move, is it there, Adam? Had a lot of money on Funware back in 2022, I think it was. Like 21. Yeah, 2021. When it moved with DWAC. Trump Media. Yeah, it's going to be one of those days where just take the hit or take your profits and go, because today, unless we get a nice little news drop or a nice little runner later in the day, right now, it's not happening. The action just isn't stacking up. Even Garon Corporation, just the range isn't, it's less than 4 cents from the range now. It's just not good at all. Getting a turnaround on E-Hang. Got a breakout now, so 16.20. There was no point forcing it. If it's not going, then don't take the trade. I mean, like that, it's waiting for it, and it's just not going. So don't force it. If it ends up breaking, it'll probably fake you out. If it's breaks over, it'll probably fake out. It's just not got the momentum. You want that continuation. You want that nice momentum. Just not got it. Beamer Imaging. I don't think we've got 1,000 shares. Well, no, it should still pop up on the surging stock scanner there, Stone Cold. I don't have. I hear what you're saying about the momentum scanner, but it should still pop up on the surging scanner. I'll take a look for you, Neith. There's not enough volume on it. It looks therapeutics. A little bit of a pop, but just no volume. Remember the rules, the golden rule, volume and volatility. 25 cents on the ATR, so you got volatility, but there's not enough volume. So good spot, Neith. Good spot, just needs more volume. Beamer seems to be breaking highs. Video going green again on the day. Baritone. New high of day. Range of 5. Well, I'm really looking for a minimum ATR of kind of 7 to 10 cents. Make it worthwhile. Baritone. Do you know what, guys? It's not looking like a good trading day today, although Nvidia's moving up again, so I'll take it's back green on the day. I'll take that. Absolutely, Morg. Absolutely. Been very frustrating few weeks. Not have much in terms of volatility holds today either. You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna follow Stone Cold out the room. And do you want me to leave the scanners up for Another 45 minutes. Yeah. Are you using the scanners, guys? I can leave the scanners up for another 45 minutes if you want, but I think I'm going to go and have a beer. Let me know. Let me know in the... I'll do a quick poll. Quick 5-minute poll. There you go. So a quick 5-minute poll, and if there's enough demand, I'll switch over and I'll go for my beer, and I'll come back at 11 and see if there's anything moving. Yeah, I've learnt my lesson there, Victor, about drinking and trading. Victor is my dad. Alcohol. Look, I'm a half a century old. I can do as I please. I've earned the right to drink as much alcohol and rot my liver as I want to. Look, I could have a 6-pack stomach and look like and be built like Garth and be a fitness freak, or I can be happy. You know. Yeah, Paddy's Day tomorrow. And to all you Americans out there, it's Paddy's Day. Double D. Not Patty's Day. Not St. Patty's Day. There's no Patty is short for Patricia, not Patrick. Paddy with a double D is short for Patrick. So it's St. Paddy's Day, or just, if you like, Paddy's Day. Please don't come at me with Patty's Day or St. Patty's Day, because it just isn't, okay? There you go. That's my rant. Having lived in Ireland for the best part of 20 years, it's a real bone of contention to the Irish. Just get it right. If you're going to talk about St. Patrick's Day, Paddy's Day. Okay? Whiskey and Guinness. How would I know? Because it's good. It's not a substitute to happiness. It's a relaxant. It's a known muscle relaxant. It also helps thin the blood. Cheers, Victor. You better be careful. I've just got to. You better be careful with your little God-fearing rant, because Alistair's probably going to block you. Oh, great. You and I think way too much alike, Alistair. It's getting a bit scary. Yeah, if ever you go to the island of Ireland, you need to remember it's Paddy's Day, not Patty's Day. Oh, banana. It's pretty much 50-50, so I'm gonna wrap it up, I think. Oh, what's going on with this? Volatility halt. Out of nowhere. No volume. Brand engagement. Oh, this is the not an IPO, it's a SPAC merge is completed today. Brand engagement. Yeah, it might be worth watching. I'm just going to delete that comment for you there, Cass, so you don't have to. How's that? I've done you a favour there, Cass. Yeah, Gurn, it's just not enough. It's not volatile enough. I think I'm going to ban myself as well, Alistair. I think you're banned till Monday, Alistair. I'm banned till Monday. I'm just okay. Look, it's I know it's been a boring one today in terms of action, but I think the lack of action is causing us to get distracted. So time to go and have a beer, enjoy the weekend. I've got a lovely lady waiting for me in the other room. So what am I doing talking to you idiots for? You degenerates. Come on. I'll see you all on Monday. We'll do it all again on Monday.